you're being raised. Raised from what? Raised from fornicating. Raised from idolatry. Raised from idolatry and witchcraft. Raised from lasciviousness. Raised from lying. And raised from backstabbing. I know you are wondering about Lazarus, but I don't mess with him right now. know you better be careful naming your children. You better